As society strays further away from God, many who claim to hate religion have made an effort to destroy the Bible's reputation by blaming the sins of corrupt priests on the church. Many of these ungodly church leaders have sexually assaulted little boys and girls, as well as running pimp games with women in the congregation. The people who hate God try to associate the sins of men and women with the church in order to turn people against God. Now, most of you don't know who Dinah is because either you don't study the Bible enough or you don't remember reading Genesis chapter 34. The books that have been unrightfully removed from the Bible by such corrupt church leaders give more context to the Bible. Jubilees chapter 30 says that Dinah is the 12-year-old daughter of Jacob, aka Israel. Jasher chapters 33 through 40 give the extensive story of Dinah and its aftermath. Jacob, aka Israel, took his family to the city of Shechem and bought some land. He named the land Sukkoth. After dwelling in Sukkoth for a year and 6 months, the women went into the city to dance with the daughters of the city. This included Jacob's 2 wives, Leah and Rachel. Jacob's daughter Dinah also went with them. Prince Shechem, who the city was named after, saw Dinah sitting with her mother and asked who she was. His people told him that she was Jacob's daughter. He sent his people to snatch her up and take her to his house. He forcibly had sex with her and exceedingly loved her. When Jacob heard about this, he sent some of his servants to rescue Dinah. Shechem and his men drove the servants away and arrogantly kissed and hugged Dinah in front of him. When they told Jacob, he knew that Shechem had violated his daughter, and he said nothing. Shechem sent for his dad and asked his dad to get Dinah to be his wife. His father, Hamor, preferring him to get a Canaanite wife from his brethren, went to ask Jacob for this request. When the sons of Israel heard this, they were fired with anger, and their wrath was kindled. They fiercely spoke to their father Jacob, saying that Shechem and all his people deserved to die, because this violated what God commanded Noah's descendants. All people descend from Noah. Shechem's father, Hamor, walked in offering daughters for daughters and property for property before Shechem himself walked in. 2 of the Israelite sons, Simeon and Levi, deceitfully responded to Shechem's request. They falsely agreed to offer only if the Canaanites circumcised their sons to go along with Israelite tradition. They circumcised most of the males, but a few threatened to slay Shechem, Hamor, and Dinah, and all who complied with this. Shechem and Hamor then changed their minds about the deal, and Dinah sent her maid to warn her father. Jacob was kindled with wrath when he heard. Simeon and Levi, 2 of the Israelite sons, killed 18 uncircumcised Canaanite men, while 2 escaped. Then they killed all the men in the Canaanite city of Shechem. No male was left remaining in the whole city. They then successfully rescued Dinah and took the spoils of the city. 300 men attacked them while they were gathering the spoil, so Simeon and Levi slew them. They took all the livestock and the remainder of the women and little children with them. When Jacob saw that what Simeon and Levi had done, he was very angry with them, for fear of being outnumbered by the Canaanites. All of his sons questioned why he was so silent of how their sister Dinah was violated. They had 47 men captive from the raid who were servants until Israel left Egypt. The 2 young men that escaped saw the destruction of the city and the women crying. They went and told the king of the city of Tapnach, who did not believe 2 men killed so many people. Tapnach, along with many other Canaanite cities, rose up against the Israelite family. They were slaughtered by the thousands, all because they defended the pedophile king Shechem. God gave the Israelite brothers many superpowers to fend off the Canaanite armies. This here history is an example of God's view of rapists and pedophiles. Any person, whether a regular person or church leader, who does this is opposed against the orders of the Abrahamic God.